So I'd like to welcome everyone here tonight to this June 29th Planning Commission meeting for the City of Stayton. Order of business tonight, we need to approve the May minutes. Has everyone had a chance from the commission to review them? And were there any changes or additions? Hearing none, do I have a motion to approve them?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries, so the minutes are approved. Second agenda on the item on the agenda for this evening is the continuation of the open hearing, land use file number 11-07/24, for a detailed master plan development plan for 1601 Oriole Street, low density residential housing. So do the applicants have anything, or are the applicants just wanting to continue the hearing to next month?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Staff and the applicant are still working. We did meet. Well, actually, we've been talking through email, but staff met together and we developed. The applicant proposed some changes to the conditions, and the staff is putting together their counter proposal, and so the applicant will be getting that soon, and then we'll probably talk about that.
Okay, thank you. Is there a presentation from the applicant tonight? Okay, very good. As long as it's red.
Thank you. Just for the record, Alan Sorum, attorney for the applicant. Yes, as staff said, we did make some proposed changes to the conditions of approval, included a form of development agreement. Appreciate that they're working on internally, but we haven't yet gotten feedback on it. So probably would be premature to make too much of a presentation to this body. We're hoping to at least, come to an agreement with staff on a joint recommendation. If not, we'll at least be able to clearly articulate what the ongoing points are.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any questions from the commission at this point?
Yes.
Right. What's your question?
Last month, it seemed like there was a communication breakdown about what you thought the city wanted and what the city had actually told you what they wanted. Have they clarified any of that to you, or are they still working on clarifying it to you?
They're still working on that, I believe. So we haven't met in person. We've provided them an update to the form of development agreement, some outlines of what the costs were related to the detention basin improvements, including acquiring out the easements to flow into the Mill Creek. We haven't yet gotten any written feedback on that, so I'm not. I don't want to speak for staff as to why. I just, it may be because it's complicated, maybe because it's summer, it could be all of the above, but we haven't yet gotten that feedback.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Any other questions from the commission? All right. Any public testimony?
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Hearing none. And I'm assuming no applicant summary since this is a continuation. Is there a staff summary?
I can just say we modified some of the conditions that the applicant was saying, and I'm still going over that with our city engineer. So we should have something for the applicant in about a week, less than, to talk to them.
All right. So at that point, we have a motion or a request to continue the hearing. Closing. So if we have a motion to continue the hearing, we'll take that.
I'll move that the Planning Commission continue the public hearing on the application for the detailed master plan development for 1601 Oriole Street, submitted by JCNW Family LLC, Bill Martinack, land use file number 11-07/24 until June. That's not right. July 27th.
There you go. Very good. Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All right, very good. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so the hearing.
So I wanted to make the planning commission aware that there are some changes to, there's some new housing law. So this was just signed into law in April, the end of April by the governor. And some of the requirements actually start July 1st. So it didn't really give the city much time to address those code requirements. And they're pretty different than what we have currently. So it wouldn't be a case of, I just changed the abutter ratio, notification radius, which is one of the things that needs to be changed. It would really be a need to go through our whole entire code, which is Title 17, and do some changes. So that's going to be coming to you in the next few months because it really has to. So in general, the state divided out land use applications that are housing versus commercial. So if they're housing related, and there's a question on what that actually would include, but it would definitely include any site plan, like when people are coming for triplex or two duplexes, they're coming before. They won't be coming before the planning commission anymore. That would be more a staff decision. And there would be a limit on the notification. Ours is 300 right now. It goes down to 100. And if there's more than 20 dwelling units, then it goes up to 500. So there's a lot of change. It probably won't change for commercial. We'll probably do the same thing that we're doing now. And so I wanted to let you know because that'll come before you first, before city council for your recommendation. Again, it's going to take a while to write it up. Also, the city council has been looking at changing, making code required for annexations. So Ross, the city attorney, was saying that there are some communities, for Bend is one of them. I believe Woodbridge is another. I'm not sure about that. And they do development agreements at annexation. So when annexations were coming and saying they could have the needed infrastructure, but they don't now. At annexation, they might need to lay out what they're going to do for infrastructure. So those pieces that are missing, they would need to acknowledge that. So I'm going to be working at that. And the other couple ideas was the townhouses may mean allowing them in medium density, not just high density, and then cottage cluster. It seems like people were interested in having cottage cluster, which is single family homes on one large parcel. Right now, that's not allowed, except for like an ADU. But so those are things that we're looking at.
So I guess my question would be then, if that was the first part of this with the House bill signed into law in April, July 1 effective date, what does that do to planning in the city of Stayton, depending on how long it takes for us to codify that and put that in the code?
Okay, so anything that's before July 1st, so that's before up till tomorrow, will go with the old way, the way that we have it in code. If I get any applications after on Wednesday, I'm going to have to work a little bit with Ross and do it on a case by case basis until we can have a process in our code. It'll be hard on me to write the staff report. I'll be saying we're following this process because it's state law, and then this process because this is what we do, and having to navigate that. So these changes will probably come sooner rather than later. But
All right, very good. All right, anything additional on that or any questions from the commission?
Yeah, if if this changes and it becomes the point where it goes to the department to determine it, and you guys reject the plan, do they have a right to appeal to somebody higher?
I was thinking about that. I was thinking if I just deny it, is it just going to come before planning commission and then you decide? But the way it's written, and I can get some more clarification from Ross, but it sounds like only the applicant can appeal. It was like it goes, I don't want to say, I don't know exactly, but I believe it needs to go to Luba. It doesn't go through our normal channels either. So there's a lot to be in. There's a lot of questions we had. Like I said, I know for a fact that site plan review, anything that's housing will likely go through this state system. But the subdivisions and master plan development may come for the planning commission. The phrase that they use in the law is that if there are clear and objective standards, so there isn't any waivers. So if somebody were to say, I don't think that we need to give 25% open space, there is a place for planning commission can waive or adjust that amount. If the applicant is asking for that, then it would go to planning commission, definitely. So unless it's like clear and objective and they're following all the codes exactly, then it could be staff.
Other questions from commission at this point? I think there's more to come. Quite a bit more.
I actually want to say I would love to hear people's input on the cottage cluster, the town house, and those kinds of things.
All right. And again, a cottage cluster is a different animal than a townhouse.
Yes,
Because
it is.
usually in a cottage cluster, those are rentals, not ownership. In a townhome, in many cases, the owner purchases their part of that townhome. So, all right, very good. Is there any other additional business for the commission this month? Hearing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I will move that we adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.